I want to go across to Tejaswi Surya first. Do you believe, on the back of the FIR that's been registered in Bengaluru, the charges that have been leveled earlier against the SDPI, that there now is a compelling case for the Social Democratic Party of India to be banned because the SDPI says that they are being victimized, this is a political witch hunt? Or are you now convinced that this is the time to go after the SDPI and to take it down once and forever?
Good evening, Rahul. This is not the first time that the SDPI is claiming to be victims. They have mastered the art of playing the victim card, when even though they are the perpetrators in every instance of terrorism that they mete out on innocent people. Having said that, there has already been collected across various states a lot of material on PFI, the earlier avatar of the SDPI, which is already banned. And the SDPI also has involved itself in very many activities across the state, ranging from chopping off people's hands to other, murders in daylight, to raining terror on people belonging to religions other than Islam. So this has been taken cognizance of by states across India. And I'm sure that the Bharatiya Janata Party government in Karnataka will leave no stone unturned to take this to the logical conclusion and ensure that SDPI will be banned. But we must also remain vigilant, Rahul, that the SDPI does not come in a new old wine in new bottle. So that has been the way they have been operating earlier. So we must not only be targeting the SDPI, but we must also ask, why is it that the Muslim community gets so violent and perturbed at quote-unquote offensive posts on Twitter, on a dialogue in a movie, a cartoon in a newspaper, whether in India or in France or Bangladesh or whichever part of the world? Why does this happen so frequently everywhere? So this playbook by which this community is playing, what are those injunctions which are inspiring them to do this? Why is this happening? As a society which values liberalism, which values pluralism, which wants rule of law, we must be questioning those things.
Okay, so we'll build on this one by one. Let's get Dr. Rahmani from the SDPI.
It's happening from the last 1,400 years, Rahul. We must be questioning that.
Dr. Rahmani, I want to quote to you from the Bengaluru Police FIR, which talks about two characters, Arfan and Muzammil Pasha, from your party, the SDPI, who were part of this mob violence as its leaders. They chanted slogans, kill the policeman, don't spare them, threw bricks at the policeman. This is part of what is written in the Bengaluru Police FIR. These are very, very serious charges leveled against members of your organization, the SDPI, which is being cited in many states now as a threat to national security. Dr. Rahmani.
You see, I have carefully listed Mr. Tejaswi also. He has asserted in two parts. One was very obvious. The last part of his submission was very clearly communalizing the whole situation and shows his communal mindset, not only his, but his own party and his outfit, RSS. Secondly, as far as the allegations are concerned, it's not that it is the first time that after this Bengaluru writing, the SDPI has been named. As Mr. Tejaswi and you also mentioned, across the state, several times, whenever there is some unfortunate Gaiety incidents, the SDPI has been named. This under the Supreme Court guidelines. Even the NIA has investigated so many times, so many allegations, right from the writing to the conversion. They always investigated the SDPI, but found nothing substantial against it. So they tried to ban the Rakbar Singh government in Jharkhand. They banned us, and within 6 months, the High Court of the same Jharkhand state is quashed that ban. Then the Rajasthan government, the Mr. Vasundhara Raje Scindia government, the BJP government, DGP says that they found nothing incriminatory from the SDPI. So there is no evidence, there is no substance that they cannot substantiate, but certainly we are an ideology which is against the RSS ideology. They believe in Hindi.
No, but let's respond to the substance of the charge, Dr. Rahmani, in the FIR. And for the moment, focus your answer on this, because the FIR says at around 8:45 p.m., 5 individuals, Arfan, Muzammil Pasha, Sayyid Masood, Ayaz, Allah Baksh, along with 300 people, took to the streets. They were armed with machetes, clubs and rods, and they attacked the police station, shouting the slogan, kill the policeman, don't spare them. This is as per the investigation so far of the Bengaluru police, and those charges are coming your party's way. Respond to that, Dr. Rahmani.
In every case, there are FIRs and such mentions are there. Always there are, but when they are tried in the court, when they are examined in judicial process, they are they fell flat. Like in Delhi, like in so many other places. As far as Muzammil Pasha is concerned, I know it very well. I can show you the videos where Muzammil Pasha is standing with the police trying to calm down the mob, and he's till 12 midnight. He was inside the police station, cooperating with the police and trying to maintain the peace.